Ladies and gentlemen, we are 100% in crisis now. We are 100%. 5 matches, 5 points. Next up is Aston Villa. After that, it's Brighton in the Carabao Cup. I don't see us winning. I don't see us beating Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge. And I most certainly don't see us beating Brighton in the Carabao Cup. So, what's the point? What's going on? Just like last season again, isn't it?
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so disappointed. Disgusted, absolutely disgusted. Once again, this is on Pochettino. Once again. Because when I look at the way Poch sets us up in a match, look, first of all, kudos to him for not playing Ben Chilwell in left wing. That's a first positive, which is fantastic. You at least use Mudrik, but why aren't you not utilizing Cole Palmer? What's the point of having Gallagher in midfield? Might as well go with Cole Palmer, give us a bit of that creative sense, that creative source, and really take the game to the opposition. What's with this vibe of playing with your handbrake on? Why are we conservative? Why are we throwing the kitchen sink at the opposition? Why are we showing them that we're here to win? We are gonna have our hands on your throat and we're gonna suffocate you. Why are we not playing like that? And if you're going to continue playing Levi Colwell as a left back, I was under the impression that you're playing Levi Colwell not necessarily as a fullback going up and down, which he actually complained about. I'm going to showcase all these tweets. If you're going to play Levi Colwell who's going to go up and down, you might as well use a left back, a genuine left back. And when you're going to change, when you see a game in the first half, first 15 to 20 minutes is when we looked really good. After that, we disappeared. When you see that it's not working out, when are you actually going to make changes? Why aren't you proactive about it? Why are you waiting late in the match to make changes? Why did it take you so long to bring in Cole Palmer? Ian Martin comes in and he's buzzing. Why did it take so long for you to bring in Ian Martin? If you see that Enzo Fernandez is fatiguing, why haven't you taken him out earlier? The whole, what is our plan? What is our plan to open up the opposition? What is our plan? I look at teams like Brighton. I look at teams like Liverpool. I look at teams like Manchester City. And I know Manchester City, Liverpool, probably not the right teams to compare. Maybe even Brighton, probably not the right teams to compare. But Spurs, for instance, they're probably more relative because they've got a new manager. Even Spurs have more know-how as to what they want to do to the opposition. They have a perfect plan as how they want to hurt them repeatedly. What's our plan? Our plan seems to be very pragmatic. There doesn't seem to be an idea, a structure, a system. Look at the way how quick Brighton move the ball when they're building up. Why is our build up so slow? Why? Thiago Silva gets the ball and he's just holding onto the ball for like 30 seconds, looking around, whilst the opposition is nicely settling down and having a good setup for the defense. Why is it every time Axel Disasi has the ball, he's looking every time, even Levi Colwell, every player. We take so long to build up. Everything is so slow. Nothing is quick. As I said, have a look at the teams like Brighton, how quickly they move the ball around. Never dilly-dallying around. Moving the ball quickly. Players are moving quickly and they're into the opposition box in no time and creating havoc. We are too slow. We are too slow. And some of our attacking moves that end up in a good situation inside the box, That's not off the back of what the system created. That's just players just doing some random things and eventually falling into a situation where we can score a goal. Like, for instance, in the first half, Gallagher to Raheem Sterling. Gallagher puts in a nice little dink ball just behind the defenders. Sterling's there, but Sterling's not good enough to get a shot away. His shot turns out to be some sort of a scuffed cross. Mudryk does some really nice little link up with Nicholas Jackson, cuts the ball in for Gallagher. Gallagher doesn't put it away. Gallagher had another chance later in the first half. And you know, his shot was well saved by the goalkeeper, but once again, at least we had a chance. We had a few chances in the game. Obviously, we couldn't finish, but so did Bournemouth. The man of the match for me was Robert Sanchez. If Robert Sanchez doesn't make some of these saves, we are probably losing this game against Bournemouth. We are 14th now. We are 14th. We are 14th. 5 matches, 5 points. And I feel like, what is Pochettino working with these lads? Everything, you know, in the preseason, it looked very exciting. It looked like there was an ideology for attack. It looked like we had a pattern of play. It looked like we had a system. Now, what is it? What is all this? Where's the intensity? It seems like we're all quite okay. You know, Pochettino comes post-match and he says, actually, and this is where it's starting to scare me, when the manager starts talking about, you know, we had a good game. Yeah, he's actually saying we had a good game. Which part of that entire match was a good game to any of us? There's a lot of fans that are Pochettino out already. Me personally, I'm not Pochettino out as yet, but carry on like this, I don't need to be out. You will be out. You will be out. Fans are booing already. Fans are apparently booing when the full-time whistle went off. Fans were booing. Ben Chilwell going around, you know, giving a round of applause to the fans, and the fans were booing at him. I know we've got injuries. I understand that, but we still have the team there to beat Bournemouth. We had an available team ready to beat Bournemouth. I don't get why we're not using Cole Palmer from the get-go. What's this fascination of using Gallagher in midfield? And he was the captain as well today. Only a handful of players really showed up for this particular match. Robert Sanchez, man of the match. All the defenders were poor except for maybe Malo Gusto, but Malo Gusto didn't provide quality up front. Desasi was a disaster. Almost gave away a penalty. Thiago Silva was slow. Levi Cole wasn't good as well. Levi Colwell then started to bomb up and down like a fullback. And I'm like, Levi Cole, you're not a fullback. In midfield, Ogachuku was probably the only one that was good. Enzo Fernandez barely was in the game. And if anything, he should be deep. Enzo Fernandez should not be playing high up. When he's playing high up, he's literally just waiting for the ball. He needs to play deeper, so he's involved in the build-up. Gallagher ran around, did some good tackles, missed some chances up front. Well, overall, nothing really. Had a nice little pass for Sterling. I feel like Gallagher's position is just, Cole Palmer could have played that just behind Nicholas Jackson. Sterling as well, not a good game. Nicholas Jackson, a proper stink up. Besides that shot in the first half outside of the box that hit the post, Nicholas Jackson was poor. People already after him. People have already been after him a few matches ago, but now they're well and truly after him, saying we should have got that backup striker. People going after me. Oh, you didn't want Vlahovic. Vlahovic would have been good. This, that, the other. The club didn't want Vlahovic, man. Not just me. Poch didn't want Vlahovic. But yeah, now we've seen quite a few matches where Nicholas Jackson's put on a stinker. Mudryk actually had a good game. He had a good link up with Nicholas Jackson, but then that quickly disintegrated, disappeared. It's last season repeating all over again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm scared. I'm scared where we're going. This season is so early, 5 games, but it's already slipping away from us. And a lot of the blame has to go to Pochettino because I'm looking at the team and I'm like, this team has got some talented players. How are you not getting better out of this team? How's Ange Postecoglou, who's also a new manager, is getting the better out of Spurs? Look at De Zerbi, comes in and he takes Brighton to a next level last season. Pochettino, the bare minimum, I thought that we were going to play some entertaining football. The bare minimum, I thought that we're going to be throwing the kitchen sink at the opposition and really, really penetrate them in defense non-stop. But no, that's not the case. That's not the case. Pochettino now going around giving some excuses. Let's have a look at some of the tweets, ladies and gentlemen. The latest tweet from Nizar Kinsella. Pochettino, with all the players fit, of course, we can compete for everything. But why is it different for us? We lack luck with 12 players injured. We have 3 to 4 young guys, 2 keepers on the bench. Am I going to cry? No, Bournemouth are a good team. Oh, what's he saying, man? What's he actually saying? We have the team that was good enough to beat Bournemouth. You just needed to utilize certain players from the get-go. For example, Cole Palmer. You should have utilized Cole Palmer from the get-go. And if you're going to play Lewa Cole as a left back, a genuine fullback, you probably should be utilizing Ben Chilwell. But it looks like you don't really want fullbacks because look at this comment. One thing I'm disappointed with is that the fullbacks try to go forward too much and create confusion to the attackers and give the opponent a chance to get chances. This is something that Tifo, if you know, they do the tactical analysis. They pointed out that last time when Pochettino was manager in the Premier League, he started getting worried that fullbacks bomb up. That exposes you a lot. So it looks like he doesn't want fullbacks to bomb up. He doesn't want Malagusa to bomb up. He doesn't want Lewa Colwell to bomb up. He wants them to stay tucked in as much as possible. Okay, if that's the case, no problems. Then why are your fullbacks bombing up and down? They're not listening to your instructions. And I find this quite strange. Why can't your wingers invert? What's this whole thing about? One thing I'm disappointed with is that the fullbacks try to go forward too much and create confusion to the attackers. What's that all about? Create confusion to attackers. Is this a new thing now? Like, all this time we've been growing up watching football, we see fullbacks attack. Now this is a problem. Fullbacks going up and down, going into attacking areas is confusing the attackers. Is this the thing now? Is this what we are to believe? Pochettino, with 12 players injured and only 3 players starting today who were with us for the last 2 weeks, I think I need to say it. It was a really good effort from the team. See, these are the things. These are the things that scare me, man. This guy actually thinks this was a good effort. He's starting to talk like some of the previous managers that have been sacked. The fans are disappointed because of the situation, but I'm not worried about that because we really know what we are doing. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? What are you actually doing? Ladies and gentlemen, look. I'm scared. I'm actually scared for Chelsea. I didn't actually think about it hard enough, but you look at some of the fixtures that's coming up in the likes of Aston Villa and Brighton in the Carabao Cup. We're going to be in this problem for a little bit longer. We don't seem to have an identity of how we are playing our football. We don't have a philosophy. There is no philosophy. What is the philosophy? What is the attacking philosophy? It all seems to be quite made up and pragmatic. I'm so disappointed. All the money spent, and this is where we are still. This is where we are still. If Pochettino, as I said, if we don't win against Bournemouth in my preview, I'm going to be very negative towards Pochettino, and that's how it's going to be. So far, since the season has started, Pochettino has not impressed me one bit. His team selections initially poor. This game, okay, somewhat rectified it, but still, why are you not playing with, Cole Palmer? Substitutions up. And when a match is going along where you see that nothing's happening and you need to win, why aren't you making changes quicker? Why aren't you proactive? It's not good enough. It's not good enough. You lose against Aston Villa, which I think we probably might, whether we lose or just get a draw, but it's going to add further pressure and you're going to lose your job soon. You will lose your job. You will. And then I need the owners to get serious because I wanted a serious manager. I'm not saying Poch isn't a serious manager. I wanted an elite level serious manager. Honestly, at this stage, I would even contemplate Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho wanted to come back the third time around. We need someone like him. We need someone who's going to be able to instill that winning mentality, man. We don't look like we can win anymore. And it's sad. The squad's not bad. Honestly, it's not. I'm not going to sit here. I know some of you guys are like, oh, the players are bad. What are we going to do? Sell 11 players again? We need to ask questions to the manager. It's the manager's fault. Can't be just chopping every player. We got rid of a lot of the players. Well, now we're going to get rid of the ones that we bought. Get rid of these ones as well. It doesn't work like this. We look at the manager. Honestly, we need to look at the manager. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Yeah, we're in crisis. We're in crisis. We're in massive crisis.